The time has finally come for Theodosius IV to realize House Angelos' dream of restoring the Roman Empire. Theodosius has pulled his most trusted and loyal advisors into a secret meeting inside of House Angelos' estate. There, a plan is being developed in order for him to make sure that his new empire can lay claim to as many lands as possible, as well as formulating a plan for the future. Once the new empire has been established, Theodosius will take the fight to Hispania. There, he will end the Iberian struggle once and for all and lay claim to a new empire. Once Hispania is under control, Theodosius will then move in to try and lay claim to England, Scotland, and Ireland to unite the Empire of Britannia under the new Roman Empire. From there, Theodosius will push north and finish what his vassals started, laying claim to all of Scandinavia. Once that's been achieved, Theodosius will then preemptively strike a new threat to the east in the form of Mongolia. Welcome back, everybody. We are back once again inside the Byzantine Empire. In the previous episode, I was speaking about how I was just about ready to restore the Roman Empire, but I wanted to take the Empire of Hispania first. What was holding us back from that was our inability to do a holy war for the kingdom. I mentioned we may try and go county by county, but in truth, I think that will actually be too slow. What was pointed out to me is when we actually restore the Roman Empire, we will get claims on all the lands that was historically within the Roman Empire, which means we would then get claims on Hispania itself. So that means today is the day we will be restoring the Roman Empire proper. There are just a few things I want to do before we actually take that decision though, and that is just grab a few more empires that we are very close to taking. The first one is Russia. We only need 4 more counties and we can create this empire, as well as Khazaria, where we just need 2 more counties and we will be good to go. Maghreb, we need quite a few more, but I may try and grab it anyway, as that would be 3 other empires that will all be de jure part of the Roman Empire. We will then create the Roman Empire, and as the Romans, reclaim Hispania as well as Britannia. That is the current plan for today. The first target is going to be Russia. If we look at Russia as a title, the main land that we need that we don't currently hold is this piece of Scandinavia, as well as Byarmaland up here as well. Before we actually go to war though, let's actually spend some of our 8,000 gold and get our armies up to their maximum size, since we just recently discovered household soldiers innovation, giving us more size to our men-at-arms, as well as the ability to create a brand new men-at-arms regiment as well. I don't actually have any archers in my personal army, so I'm going to get some balistrai going over here as well. Now this is just one piece of our army, our personal army itself. Obviously in our thematic armies here we have lots more going on. These are all still capped at size, well mostly at the very least, and we have tons of siege here in Latium as well, so we'll be good to go there. While we are waiting, we will once again hold another triumph, and the second that this triumph is finished, we'll go to the Hippodrome this time. Thank you very much. No public punishment of the prisoners. We will distribute the spoils of war as normal. An amazing triumph, thank you very much. And we will immediately follow that up with a chariot race in the capital as well. I'm also going to retract some vassals off of Africa here so that we can form the actual Kingdom of Tahir proper. Currently, most of our expansion in there has been from Africa, so we're going to grab some of these vassals back off you. Thank you very much. Now, that is a bit more organized. We can also usurp the Kingdom of Maghreb as well, but they're currently fighting in a ton of different wars here, which is to be expected. But with Tahir now formed, Africa over here, and Maghreb about to form over here, I expect some of these vassals will actually start to pick up some land over here as well inside of Maghreb, especially since this is going to break apart once we actually get the chance to usurp the kingdom. To the north over here as well, we previously gave away the Kingdom of Aquitaine, hoping that they would pick up some of these remaining themes for us. They have done amazingly. There is just one left, and then Aquitaine will be back to its fully de jure status. Now, my other son Clement has also come of age here. Unfortunately, he is craven, which is a trait that we do hate to see. Otherwise pretty decent though, also intelligent. We will likely also try and marry him off, again, to somebody with good inheritable traits. Now, that is another successful chariot race. Unfortunately, the Greens did not win. They did come second, so no winning bets for us, but we still get another 1,500 gold as per usual. Now, my eldest son, Augustus, is after having another daughter here. We are going to name her Margarita, after my favorite pizza. Nice to see that the children are indeed getting some decent traits, though. The daughter is Herculean, and she has picked up quick as well, which is exactly the type of thing we want to see. We are being attacked once again by a Northerner conquest. I don't know why they think so highly of themselves. They are never, ever, ever gonna get this, but if their army shows up, we will attack them and then just try and go for a white peace, because I have no interest in being dragged into long defensive wars at this stage of the game. Now, it looks like the full army has actually showed up here inside of Sweden. So we'll just raise our army right here and deal with them on the spot. Now, here we go. We don't even need to raise the full army for this, and we will be absolutely fine. One day, these Scandinavian men will learn. There we go. That is that dealt with. We can disband all and now focus on our own wars. I also actually think we can complete another tier 3 legend, which we absolutely will do. To be perfectly honest with you, the Holy Wars for Kingdoms are not going to be that helpful to us at the moment because practically everybody is Orthodox to the west of us. It may help going east a bit, but that's not where our focus is right now. I was having a look at Mongolia, and it's High King Manus the Hideous. Look at him. He has the trait Hideous, and I don't know what is going on with his face. Oh my god, I think his son has it as well, does he? That's a shame. That is a shame to see. We'll reassert the Holy Mission anyway, just so that it is ready. Do we want to evangelize the realm at the moment? To be honest, our realm is looking pretty good. There is some Catholic over here and still in France as well. So you know what? We may as well. The truth will prevail. And then if we hit play here, some of these lands should swap over. Maybe not, though. Maybe there's other... Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Yep, so some of it over here managed to flip, as well as the majority of the lands in Aquitaine as well. It's time to go to war for the Empire of Russia. Novgorod here has just one county we need, 350 men, so this should not be an issue whatsoever. I'm going to raise the men over here. We will just raise my personal men-at-arms. Should be more than enough to deal with this. Now, my son Theodosius Angelos here, who is one of my younger sons who is being groomed for the throne, is actually going to keep the trait ambitious, which we love to see. Now, we're at 83% with the Kingdom of Novgorod here. Kind of amazed they still held on to the Kingdom tier title. They only have a few counties, but what will be nice is once this war is over, we will have the final county we need to actually usurp the Kingdom of Novgorod. We can then hand that off, or possibly even use it ourselves to grab this land from Scandinavia. It looks like they are currently actually being attacked by my realm anyway for these lands, so it's possible that just after this war we may already be at the counties we need for the empire. There it is. That is the county taken off of Novgorod. Thank you very much. Can I usurp this? Yes, I can. I will usurp this kingdom off of you, my friend. Apologies for that, but it has to be done. Nominate successor? Not at all. We will clear this title succession law. There we go. Now, having a look at my vassals' wars, only one of them is actually attacking for a county that would be considered within the Empire of Russia. So instead, I'm actually going to just overrule their war and immediately declare on Scandinavia for this entire duchy. Once we win this war, we will have more than enough counties to form the Empire of Russia itself, and that is one empire down. Inspiration realized. Michael has just written Crime and Punishment. Fair play to you. Now, amazingly, the land that did split off from Novgorod into its individual duchy and county are also immediately willing to accept vassalage, which is great to see. New opponent. Looks like the Emperor of Scandinavia actually died, so we are now fighting Empress Giste. What is this? She's stupid. Okay, my goal is still the same. Now, it looks like we've also inherited an invasion of a theme that was just taken in Northern Africa. I believe we should be able to raise our holy orders against this. Yes, we can. Okay, we'll send these in to deal with this war. Innovation-wise, in 8 months, we will then have the ability to start down high medieval innovations. Meanwhile, there's just 2 remaining ones that we need: Hereditary Rule for Partition and Arched Saddle for Armored Horsemen. Now, I don't really think the Arched Saddle is going to be that interesting to us, considering we already have the Cataphractoi. So I'll pick up Hereditary Rule just in case, mainly because there's nothing else we can really do unless... Oh, what's this actually? Gilman. Oh, I didn't see this before. We can actually take this as Greeks too. Men-at-Arms maintenance minus 15%. Why not? Let's go for this in 11 years, and we'll move straight into High Medieval. Oh, we've got the Scandinavian War Banner. Let's add this to our collection. We might even put that up in the court. Oh, and look at this. One more siege, and we're at 100% already. Enforced demands. We're going to hand off Novgorod to this man as well. We're going to have to retract some lands from Estonia, who have done some amazing expansion over here. Now, with the land handed away and the kingdom created, we can now form the Empire of Russia. We will create this title, and that is another empire that will fall de jure inside of the Roman Empire. How many empires are we up to now? We have Carpathia, Italia, the Arabian Empire, the Baltic Empire, West Slavia, and now the Empire of Russia. The Kingdom of Maghreb has finally fallen apart, which is unsurprising given that they were under attack from multiple different directions from my vassals. Thankfully, I can now hand the kingdom off over here, and they'll be able to secure this land for us. This is a pop-up we'd love to see as well. It looks like the new king of France is from House Angelos, and he did that all by himself. Next up for us is the remaining empire we want to form in Khazaria. Now, we actually already have 26 counties. We need 27, so we just need one more. And I think we may as well go for the so-called Khanate of the Caucasus here. Technically, the de jure kingdom is all of this. We already hold the vast majority of it, so we'll take out him as well. Once again, I think my personal men-at-arms will be easily able to deal with this. It is just a county, so it should be over very, very soon. Never mind, I just triggered this war, and it looks like my vassals have expanded elsewhere. We can already create the empire itself. We will create it. We may as well finish this war, though. It shouldn't take us long. Thanks to my vassals as well, we can also create the Kingdom of Persia. Their expansion knows no bounds. We will grant the kingdom title off to you. There is lots of land for you to explore into there. Amazingly, the Persian Empire is formed, even though we hold the kingdom of Persia itself. There it is. The county is now ours, although we don't really need it anymore. We can just hand this off as normal. It is time. Look at the size of the Byzantine Empire currently. Our initial goal was to essentially grab everything inside of the box here, and that was what we needed to form the Roman Empire. But we have expanded significantly past that, managing an insanely big realm. But I think it is finally time to make this official. We are now at long last going to click the button to restore the Roman Empire. The initial goal that was set out by our family when Justinian himself held simply the county of Laconia, and now House Angelos rules all of this. We can also now have a look at our family strength, 4.3 thousand. And for reference, the second most powerful families in the realm are in the 200 to 100 range. But without further ado, let's do it. We are going to click this button. All of the empire titles we hold will be destroyed and instead formed inside of the Roman Empire itself proper. We will gain a new Caesar legend seed. We'll get the Roman Empire, as well as gaining the trait Augustus. Theodosius IV, you will restore the empire. It is an auspicious day, for today the Empire of Romans realizes its ancient potential. From every corner of the empire can shouts of jubilation and pride be heard. Hail Caesar! But I now must steer the sails of this vast enterprise. What will we make of this Rome? Among my many predecessors and the myriad incarnations of Roman power, the choice narrows. Shall we continue on, true to our recent culture, or shall we fully embrace the traditions of our ancestors? Now, in the first episode of this series, I did mention we were going to convert to Hellenism when the time came. However, this is ultimately a roleplay series, and we have done so much for orthodoxy. We have mended the Great Schism. We've dismantled the papacy. We have done endless legends to do with how religious we are and kingdom tier invasions in the name of orthodoxy. Suddenly discarding orthodoxy to convert to Hellenism, I just don't think it makes sense at this stage of the game. It would be interesting with the accelerated Mongol invasion and the increase in peasant factions and whatnot, but we're going to go to war with the Mongols anyway. So instead, I'm going to say, may there be moderation in all things. We'll still gain the trait Augustus and the legend seed and get the Roman Empire, but we are not going to be converting to Hellenism. Instead, we're going to stay Orthodox, but we will create the brand new empire. There it is. Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. At long last, we are known as the Roman Empire. And for the past like 17 episodes where we've been seeing the purple Byzantine Empire, it is now glorious red and Roman. So now that that's done, the question is what comes next? Well, the good news is, like I mentioned, we can now do declare war, and we can do either restore imperial province and then pick an actual theme itself, or we can do a Roman invasion of empire and actually go for the entire Empire of Hispania, which will give us the entire kingdom to the south, which is the majority of the work done in order for us to take the decision to get the Iberian foothold and end the Iberian struggle. Once that's done, we can do the exact same towards Britannia, do a Roman invasion of empire, and take the entire kingdom of England. That is what is next up on our plate. We'll also be using this Cassius Belli to clean up the land inside of our realm. As you can see, our vassals are already busy at work doing this for us. We will also be making sure that we clean up all of these lands as well. Once we have Iberia and Britannia and the internal lands are all cleaned up, we will then be taking the fight to the Mongols. Rather than a Mongol invasion of Rome, it's going to be a Roman invasion of Mongolia. I will also, of course, do the create a new Caesar legend for Theodosius here. This will give us the ability to consolidate the kingdom, allowing us to de jure drift a kingdom inside of our realm. We can build another legendary palace, and we'll get a claim on every existing de jure title inside the Roman Empire. Now that the Roman Empire has been formed, however, I do have another question for you lovely viewers around what we do in terms of culture. We have some options here. We could continue to just reform Greek as normal, add in another tradition here. We could instead diverge the actual culture itself, form something ourselves like Neo-Roman here, for example, or alternatively, we actually form a hybrid culture. I know a suggestion we got a lot previously was with the Italian culture itself. This could be quite interesting. We could also make this Neo-Roman. We could pick up something like Republic Legacy. Now, this feels very Roman indeed, given the ability for us to actually gain more taxes, development, and levies from city holdings, as well as rulers being able to appoint up to 4 counts to be overseers of local cities, turning them into republican vassals. This feels very Roman to me, but let me know what you all think. I certainly want to do something with the culture, but those are our current options. But let us now go to war, for the first time not as Byzantines, but as Romans proper, with a true Roman invasion of the Empire of Hispania. Once we take this land, we will then start working our way towards ending the Iberian struggle once and for all. I'm going to raise my men to the north here. We'll start working our way down. If we can find the army, that would be fantastic. There isn't many of them, to be honest. Oh, look at this. We're going to become friends with the King of Navarra. What great timing. We've also finished the diplomat tree in our diplomacy lifestyle, so we can pick up the actual diplomat lifestyle trait itself, +3 diplomacy and +20 independent ruler opinion. Now, we're kind of fighting everybody except for our actual enemy here. There's so many different wars going on in this region, but we are big enough that we can just take the fight to anybody who's in our way. Uh-oh, my eldest son is after getting sick with measles. Be cautious, do no more than what's necessary. Okay, measles is after spreading into the actual capital itself. I saw it over here, but it's after just jumping straight to the capital, so I am indeed going to enter seclusion. And I'm going to isolate the capital as well, just in case. My son and wife do have it. I'm okay thus far, but hopefully we can just get over this without anybody dying. Meanwhile, the war in Hispania is going great. We are continuing to carpet siege everything down. There are some annoying armies behind us, but we're dealing with them as they pop up. Shouldn't be an issue. Already at 21% here. Oh, what is this? Child of my dynasty. Oh, Sarah's had another daughter. Great to see. Look at this. Intelligent and comely. Fantastic news. We have inherited another war that we're defending over here. Can we white peace out of this? Yes, we can. Thank you very much. No! No, Theodosius! Theodosius has just died of measles. Oh, this is bad news. I was so happy with how he was turning out. And my other youngest son, Georgios, also has it. Oh, Georgios, please, please just survive, please. It's not a big issue if he doesn't. I would just really prefer a younger emperor coming to power after I die. Our eldest sons are still good. They're just going to be quite... Oh, no! Oh, no. Georgios is dead. Georgios, both of my youngest children are dead. He was a genius as well. Oh my word. So the youngest son that we now have is Clement at 20. Oh, Clement's craven though. I really don't think we'd want to give it to Clement. Next up would be Justinian at 22. Very decent character, to be fair. Very decent. Only 22. Probably be a bit older when he comes to power, but I think that's acceptable. That is such a shame though. Those kids were incredible. To be fair, we probably could have secluded ourselves sooner. But it is what it is. It's an episode of ups and downs here. We founded the Empire, but then our eldest kids died. It's a shame. It's a shame. Look at this annoying adventurer band over here. One of my sons recovered at least. Julius got over it. I mean, Julius is very nice as well. He's also intelligent. We do have options here. It's not the end of the world. We're at 60%, and looks like we've actually found the enemy army, being led by their ruler, no less. So we're sending everybody who isn't sieging in to deal with this. There it is. After dealing with the enemy army and sieging down a lot of their provinces, this war is now finished. Let us enforce our demands. Mercia reconquered. Another glorious day for all Romans. So I've handed off these lands as best as I can, and I have each of them on converting the actual faith itself. So all of this should become Orthodox in time. We do also have the ability to create the Empire of Maghreb. I think we're done creating empires though. We don't want different empires with different successions within the realm. Everything's just going to be held within the Roman Empire for now. Now, the plague is gone, so we can emerge from seclusion, which we definitely will. Glad to be back, and we'll end our entrenched regency as well. Thank you. Now then, we have achieved our ultimate goal of beginning as a count and restoring the Roman Empire. We worked our way up the Byzantine Empire to become its emperor. We entrenched our family as the strongest force within that empire, and then over the past few generations have expanded out our lands well beyond what was even needed to restore the Roman Empire. But Theodosius the Great of the Roman Empire, before even becoming 50, has restored Rome well beyond even its former glory. Let me know what you think we should do in terms of culture, if there's anything else you think we should do as Rome. Right now, my focus is ending the Iberian struggle, picking up Britannia, possibly Scandinavia as well, but once we secure basically everything west of the map, I would like to take the fight to Mongolia. And then honestly, from there, we're only really a hop, skip, and away from a world conquest at this stage. So maybe we even just go for the whole thing in the end, if that would still be of interest. Thank you all so much for watching. We actually did it. We restored the Roman Empire. In the first episode, I was speaking about how it was my first time properly playing in an admin realm, and we've actually gone and done it. There's still more to come though. As always, massive shout out to all of the channel members who are supporting this channel, and a special shout out to our Emperor's Hands, Faustspread, Spencer Roberts, and Batch Plays. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.